What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of True Tech Tips. And today I want to talk about the Surface Pro 6. And coming out would be the Surface Pro 7, or we don't know what Windows is going to call the next Surface Pro because they haven't been really sticking to a naming convention for this device. But anyhow, let's get into it. So basically, this is your Surface Pro 6, and I love the device, but there are some things I think that Microsoft will do better next time, and there are some things I'd like to see happen, which, I mean, we'll see if they happen. So then, and when talking about release dates for this, Microsoft has usually gone with 1.5 years for the release of the Surface Pros. So that being said, we could see it sometime around June of 2020, which not that far off. Maybe today's August 1st, so we have another easy math. It's 8 months roughly, so not too bad. I want to get into a few things here and say what I like and what I don't like. So one thing I think they'll do better next time are these bezels. I think they'll really slim those down a little bit, and that would be a huge accomplishment for Microsoft. I think they sell a lot more devices if they did that, because really from 5 to 6 or 2017 2018, really they didn't really slim down the bezels at all, and that was kind of a disappointment, for everyone. Um, you know, Overall, it's I love the keyboard. This trackpad, I think, can be a little bit bigger, perhaps. I mean, so maybe if they use more of the space and the space here, maximize it, make it just a little bit bigger. I think that would go a long way. The kickstand was once again fantastic in the Surface Pro 6. Nothing to complain about there. Love the kickstand. I mean, there's multiple angles. It was great. This the ports need to be updated. I think I like the fact that it does have USB A type, but I really hope they get away from the Surface connector and they really go to a USB C connector for power and also second monitor, etc. Because really the main display port, I mean, it's kind of outdated, and I don't know, just it's kind of rough that you don't have a USB C power port. So that's something that I definitely think you'll see in the next rendition, and people are talking about it too. And I think that's gonna be one of the things that they move to. There's another angle. I love the keyboard. Keyboard is really nice. Alcantara. Yeah, it gets dirty if you don't take care of it, but it's not that bad. Some other things I like to see happen. I'd like to see some sort of discrete GPU put into this, whether it's like an MX 150 or MX 250. Even something small would go a long way. They could definitely use a little bit more power, and some sort of discrete GPU would definitely get that done. Other than that, I think the battery life is great on this device. I think for Ultrabook, it has plenty of processing power. I'd like to see more RAM standard, maybe 12 gigs in the next rendition, because I think 8 gigabytes is it just kind of, it's kind of getting to the point where it's a little bit obsolete. And if you want 16 gigs of RAM in this Surface Pro, you're looking at a lot of money. Let's just take a look here. So you want this, actually, so you have to get the 512. Let's see here. Okay, so you have to get the 512 to get the 16 gigs of RAM, and then you have to get the i7, which is going to slow down your battery life a little bit, and it's really, all in all, it's not that big of an upgrade. I mean, it's going to be a bit better than the i5, but is it really worth $18.99? I don't think so. So because that you can't upgrade the RAM, it's going to be soldered on, and you can't open this thing up. Make a 12 gig option. Make the standard. Get rid of 8 gigs. They got rid of 4 gigabytes not too long ago. So just either, I know dual channel and all that, but 12 gigabytes RAM is just fine. I mean, I don't think you'll see any issues with, you know, an 8 GB RAM and a 4. For those who want it, some might not want it. Some might be happy with 8 GB, but for myself, I like having at least 12 gigs minimum, just because 8 GB today, it's just really not enough. You get multiple windows open, definitely you're going to feel the effects of it. So I think $18.99 for any device is a lot of money, especially for one that you can't open. It's probably only lasts you, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, until you either crack it or something goes wrong. And once it goes bad, it's pretty much they just replace it. You have to do a out of service replacement, or you just have to buy a brand new one. So those are some things I hope that they really come out with. Um, Currently, I do not have one just because I sold mine, just because I was, I at the time, I needed a different laptop, and I currently have a Lenovo P52, which I'll do a review in another video. So it definitely fits my needs as a web developer much better. So if you liked the video, if this helped you out, you found this interesting, please hit the like, please subscribe to the page, that way you can see future videos. And once again, I hope you're excited as I am about the Surface Pro 7 when it comes out, and hopefully if they do things I want them to, I'll definitely be getting my hands on one. All right, guys. Well, have a good day, and I'll see you next time.